Well, I'm going to just jump in here and introduce myself. I am Dr. Carolyn Stevens, and thank you so much, uh, Black Diamond, for allowing me to be here. I'm so honored to be amongst my colleagues here on tonight. Again, I am a mental health therapist serving the Atlanta, Georgia area. I'm also a certified family support specialist. I'm a licensed Christian therapist. Along with that, I too am an author and I am a publishing consultant. I am a 2022 and 2024 Distinguished Authors Guild Award recipient. And so I am super, super honored to be here on tonight with Black Diamond. It was a pleasure. It has been a pleasure, and I'm still just basking in the journey of working with her with unfolding this platform. And I want to say good evening to all those who would come on. I would advise you to go and grab a friend and tell them that you need to be on this broadcast on tonight, because I believe that over the time that we are going to be here, this is going to be an extraordinary journey of healing for all of us.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. When I asked these individuals to be a part of it, no one hesitated. And I thank you so much for that. So right now I want you to take a breath and get still. Because this journey isn't just about listening, it's about leaning in. This workbook cracks in the surface, strengthen the core, not easily broken, isn't just a companion to the habitual liar. It's a mirror, a moment, a movement. And the first activity that we started with this panel is referring to the steps that they outlined on page 13 of this book. Which of those steps did you find most important or helpful in your journey towards healing? Now, these are the steps that you wrote for yourself. So, which one of your steps, anyone can answer at any time, did you find most helpful in your journey towards healing?
I would,
I can just go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. I was just gonna say, for me, it was the actual start because in, in order to get anywhere, you have to start from somewhere, even if you don't know who you are. And it's a matter of identifying that person or that individual you see in the mirror. That to me is the most significant portion. It's like when you go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, you first have to acknowledge, admit that you are an alcoholic and you need help. So my first step was the start, the first step.
Most of the time, people say that the first step is always the hardest step, but you
Oh
got to
yes,
do it.
oh yes.
Uh,
How
and
about you, Shayna? What was your first step? I'm sorry, Tony. What was your first step like?
I was gonna say I agree, but for me, what kind of helped me the healing process was talking about it, not holding it in. You know, being able to express my feelings, not being able not holding it in. As a man, you know, that's something I've been working on because you know when we hold things in, it comes out at some point in time. Sometimes the wrong time. So
Yes,
I believe in by me expressing myself, being transparent, you know, with my friends, with my community. It helped me with the healing process. So being, you know, just being transparent, being real. Most people can relate with the real, and God didn't allow me to go through what I went through, just for me to keep it all in. My testimony can bless somebody else and maybe even prevent them from going through what I had to experience. So I would say talking about it.
I'm so glad that you said that because you have, well, history has had it said that men won't share. But I've been coming across men who have been sharing their testimonies and as well as sharing their truths. So I appreciate you both for being on this panel and for sharing and being so transparent with it as well. How
Yes.
about Farron? How about you? What was your first steps like?
You know what? I would have to kind of piggyback off of BG and Arthur Tony. And the biggest thing for me is the start. I think I find myself being so strong for everyone else around me that I sort of lost sight of what I actually needed. So I think the biggest part for me was the start process, and then the finding someone that you're comfortable, that support system, not only that will, hear you out, but who's somebody who's also able to provide that feedback, that leaves you after you have that conversation feeling like, you can start the healing process. Because I just feel you can't talk to everybody about certain things, especially personal things. You want to speak to the right person, when it comes to that. So I think I have to agree with the start, and then just finding someone that you can talk to and share. I know for me, it took me a very long time, to be comfortable with sharing. But now that I have started sharing, it's definitely helpful, and it definitely